Guys, am I not audible? Am I audible, guys? Any disturbance in voice? It's clear? Fine. Himanshu, you are facing the problem. Disconnect and connect again. There's no problem for others. Who are facing the problem, disconnect and connect again. It may be a network issue from your side. Yeah. The 4 ways I just printed you the values of the Jack Derry last class. All the 4 different ways how you can access the Jack Derry values. Okay. Clear up? Okay. 4 ways how you can access the Jack Derry values. This is what I shown you in the last session for all of you. How you can access the Jack Derry values in all the 4 different ways. Fine, well and good. Now today, we'll talk about this one. How to assign values to a Jack Derry. Last class what I showed you is only accessing the values. The next thing what I want to show is assigning the values to a Jack Derry. Understood my point here? Assigning values to a Jack Derry. Okay, how do you assign values to a Jack Derry? Okay. Now, how to assign values? Look at this code here. What is the first option? Can I assign values by using this code? Come on. Think. Can I assign values by using this code? Don't look into the notes. Don't look into the notes. Concentrate on the screen. Can I assign values by using a nested for each loop? What do you think? Possible or not possible? Possible or not possible? Not possible. Why not possible? Already we discussed. What is that? For each loop cannot be used for assignment of the values. Yes or not? For each loop cannot be used for assignment of the values. Because for each loop cannot be used for assignment of the values, we cannot use a for each loop in the assignment process at all. Understood? We cannot use for each loop for assigning of the values. Come on. What about this code? Can I use this for assigning the values? Can I use this code for assignment of the values? What do you think? Possible or not possible? Guess yaar, why do you put sad faces like that? Be happy yaar. Can you assign or not? Yes or no? Yes, we can assign. But for each loop, inner loop is for loop only. Don't forget that point. Outer loop is for each loop. What is inner loop? Inner loop is for loop. Because the inner loop is for loop, assignment is possible there. Okay, now. What about this? Can we? Yes. Why? For loop. What about this? Not possible. Why not possible? Inner loop is for each loop. Inner loop is for each loop. So now, this is possible. And also, here also possible. But not possible for you in the first and the fourth cases. Second and third cases allows you. Okay, watch guys. I'll assign a values. First I'm showing you how. For loop, inside, for each. Watch it all of you. Assigning values. Assigning values to a Jack Derry by using for loop inside of a for each loop. For loop inside of a for each loop. Okay, come on. For each integer array IARR in ARR. What happens? You're picking one by one array. You're picking one by one array. First iteration. The first array means first row. You're getting the first row. Now, first row means it's a single dimensional array. I'm using a for loop on it. For int I equals to 0, I less than I ARR dot length I plus plus. And here I'm trying to assign the values. How I ARR of I is equals to I plus 1. Can anyone guess what is the output? What is assigned in the first row? What is assigned in the second row? What is assigned in the third row? And what is assigned in the fourth row? Come on. About here, what is assigned in the first row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you know mathematics or forgot mathematics? You know mathematics? Arey, answer here. Then why you are just thinking this much time? I refers to your column index, na? I refers to what? Column index. What is the initial value of I? 0. Plus 1 means 1. Next time I is 1. It is 2 now. Yes or not? So in the first row, what are the values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now when you come to second row, I is again 0. So now the value is 1 to 6. Third row, 1 to 8. Fourth row, 1 to 4. Simple. Use your sense, guys. Common, simple mathematical calculation. I closed off it, huh? Oh God. csharp19 CLS jacked.demo.cs. Oh, sorry. CSC. Sorry, I'm on some mistake. Did not save. Maybe I did not save the code. I did not save the code. That's all. Watch. Array, I is your column index. I is your column index. So the column index is 0. Automatically 1 will come there. Okay. So array, this is I, guys. Just a second. This is I. So plus 1. So already that's a 1 here, 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now. So I just shown you how to assign values by using what? Inside of for each loop. Second option, nested for each. You can also do assignment by using a nested for each. Watch. Assigning values to a jagged array by using nested for loop. For int I equals to 0. I less than IARR dot get length of, IR dot get length of 0. I plus plus. For int j equals to 0. J less than, what did I say? You cannot use get length of 1 year. What should I write? ARR of I dot length and j plus plus. Next, ARR of I of j. I of j is equals to I plus 1. Again I am writing I plus 1 only. What are the values, tell me? First row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrong answer. That's why I am telling you, you are not applying your brains. Whatever I say blindly, you are just saying the same thing again. Apply your brain here. In the previous example, I said I plus 1. I is row index or column index are there? Column index. Now I is row index or column index are? Then why you are telling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now? I is row index. I is not column index. Understood? What is I? Row index. If this is 0, what will come? 1 will come in all the 5 cells. 2 will come in all the second row. 3 will come here. 4 will come. When I assign column index, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the vertical order. Now you get them in the horizontal order. All 1s in first row, all 2s in second row, all 3s in third row, and all 4s in fourth row. Is it clear? Excuse me, which class? No, this is not Oracle class. ARR something print mistake. Where did I make? Here. ARR.getLength. Got it? I did not assign row index call. I did not assign column index plus 1 now. Now it is row index plus 1. So when I value is 0, automatically in all the first row what will come? 1 will come. Second row, 2 will come. Third row, 3. Fourth row, 4. I hope it's clear. Okay. So that is how you can just go for assigning the values. Okay. It depends upon your logic here, what you get there. You want to give some different values, so write your different logic. What? Based on the logic I've written, I'll get the output. Suppose you want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like this. You write different logic for to declare a separate variable and use it. See, I'm not teaching you logic. I don't teach logic also. Logic is something which should be improvised by yourself only. No one can teach you logic. I am only trying to tell you the concept, that's all. Concentrate on that. That's why I say you use your brains here, use your common sense, that's what I'm telling you. So just understand, what is I there? In the previous example, I used I plus 1. Sorry, in the previous scenario also I used I plus 1. But here I is column index. I is column index. But when you come here also used I plus 1 only. But here I is not column index. Here is I is row index. So here row index plus 1 will come. And here, column index will plus 1 will come. That's why in the first case it is all 1s in the first row, all 2 vertically you're getting now. Now you're getting horizontally. Okay now? Fine guys. This is how you work with the jagged array. This is how you work with the jagged arrays. Now, so can I assign values to jagged array at the time of declaration? For single dimensional array, we can assign values. For a 2-dimensional array, we assign values. I shown all the 2 things to you. For a jagged array also, can I assign values at the time of declaration? Yes, possible. How? Watch. What I'm showing you? Assigning values to a jagged array at the time of declaration. Okay now? So what's the process? How to assign values? So you already remember 2 square bases. ARR is equals to. It's a 2-dimensional array. What you say? You open a curly brace here. Correct. And after opening the curly brace, you start giving the values of each row under separate curly brace like this. Okay. You start giving the values of each row under a separate curly brace like this. Suppose the first row values 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. First row. Second row, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 and 26. Third row. This is third row. This is fourth row. And recollect, this is how you assigned values to, two dimensional array in the last class, correct? Yes or not? Jack they also very similar, but first thing is declaration is two separate square brace. Second difference is, before every row, you should say new int of 5, new int of 6, new int of 8, and new int of 4. Did you understand? Understood? Just like a two-dimensional array only, guys. But two-dimensional array, I don't require to specify this one. But for jagged array, I require to specify this explicitly. I require to write it explicitly before each and every row. So this is how you assign values to a jagged array at the time of declaration. Declaration time assignment. It is a two-dimensional array. First reference is a single square brace with a comma. Second reference, no need to specify this, but all rows should have equal number of columns. Cannot have different. If you have different, again it will throw you error. So when you have different column size, then that is a jagged array. Then you require to specify the number of columns for each and every row. Okay now? Next. Guys, remember implicitly typed variables where keyword. We learned now implicitly typed variables. Same way we have implicitly typed arrays also. Just like implicitly typed variables, we have implicitly typed arrays also. What is that? Remember this? Where x is equals to 100. X is which type? Integer type. Hello. String type. True. Boolean type. 34.56. Double type. Remember this one now? Same way, you can declare arrays also now. You can declare arrays also now. ARR is equals to, okay? Simply say new of, open the curly braces and start giving the values here. Guys, look at that and tell me, did I specify the type name anywhere? Did I specify the type name anywhere? No type name is specified there, correct? ARR is an integer array. ARR is an integer array. Why, sir? The values that are assigned are integers now, correct? Where ARR is equals to new of ARR is an double array. ARR is an double array. ARR is an string array. Okay now? Any guess? Come on. ARR is an jagged. Which type? Yeah, you're not telling that. That's a jagged integer. That is a jagged integer array. You can declare arrays also by using the var keyword. Okay, and here also the type recognition is done. Here also the type recognition is done. Okay, is done by using the values you assign. What you did not understand? Last one. What is there here? Jagged array. Already I shown you how to declare a jagged array for you. So now it's the same only. Why new doing here creating space? What is that English here? I did not understand. What new doing here creating space? Why creating space came into picture? Spaces are given only for separation, yeah. That is English grammar. No, you can't declare two-dimensional arrays. If you want to create a two-dimensional array, also code is same only, but there is no direct option to create a two-dimensional array separately. If you want to create two-dimensional array, same code. What do you do? Give same columns for all rows. Give same columns for all rows. Understood? There is no option for creating a implicitly typed two-dimensional array. Jagged arrays only should be created for two-dimensional arrays also. Sir, when we use int, we can write int and double it array. We are talking about a concept called implicitly typed. Yeah. Based on the type, it recognizes. So for that particular reason, I said here, without telling the type, we just do it. That is what the concept of implicitly typed. Implicitly typed means using var keyword and assigning, and it automatically recognizes. Nothing difference. Who said there is a difference? I did not say you there is a difference between integer array and a var. Both are same. You can declare like this also, I said you. That's all. Array, did I say you? These two are different. Did I say you these two are different, guys? Did I say that? I said you both are same only, na? Option is there. If you want to use it, use it. That's what I'm telling you. That's it. I did not say you these two are different. Both are same only. Okay? But declaration can be done by you in any of the way you just like. Okay? So for array, see, if you directly assign a value, this is scalar. Scalar means single. But if it is array, then you require to write new of. To tell that is an array, the syntax is new of and open the square brace. When you open the new of and open the square brace, what is the meaning? This is not a scalar, this is a array. This is an array. Now you see, this is one array, right? Yes or not? Second array, third array, fourth array. This one, array of 4 arrays. That's an array of 4 arrays. It's an array of 4 arrays. That's what we call a jagged array. Last class what I said you, jagged array means array of arrays. That's what I'm showing you. It's an array of 4 arrays. All the 4 combined together, we just use it. In the syntax, we don't specify the type name anywhere at all. What you specify is only new keyword and give the values. Based on the values, it is going to recognize the types automatically. So this is what we call implicitly typed arrays. You can declare arrays explicitly like this. That is one way. Or you can declare like this also. Choice is yours. Both are same. No performance difference and no other advantage you have in this case. Just only they given you second alternative for creating the arrays, and this is the second alternative. There is no performance difference or nothing at all. Any way you write, both will work in the same style. That's it. Am I clearer or not? Okay. So that's the concept of implicitly typed arrays. Okay now? Well guys, we learned about arrays now. We have learned about arrays. There is no need to declare now. What no need to declare? What no need to declare? There is no number of columns you don't require to specify. I said you both are same, and again you're asking which one will give you better memory management. I very clearly said you are no difference in the performance and nothing, there is no difference at all. And when there is no difference at all, when there the question comes that which one is better in memory management again, both are same only, another way to declare it, that's all. No difference. If there is a difference, I tell you, See, when I talked about Jack Derry, I said you, Jack Derry has a memory management, excellent memory management, I did not tell you anything. When I did not tell you anything means what do you mean? There is no difference. What to find out? If there is something new, something different, if you declare like this, advantage is there, I'll tell you. Got it? If I don't tell you anything means, what do you mean? That's an alternative, that's all. That is an alternative, not a replacement. Do you understand the difference between replacement and alternative? Replacement means something advantage, so that your old one will be removed with the new one. Alternative means second option, that's all. No reference you'll have. Alternative is only the second option. That is no difference we are just going to have. Okay? But when I say replacement, what do you mean? That is completely having an advantage. That's why old one was replaced with the new one. Okay? So that's the point. Fine. Next. We'll learn about arrays now. So, but just we'll learn about arrays. One thing I just want to clarify you. What you know? How can we give input to how can we read input in a program? How can we read input into a program? Are you practicing? I asked you a question. Answer me. Are you practicing? Yes or no? Someone said no. Who is that? Then why are you attending to the class without practicing? Without practicing, coming to the class is waste, guys. If you don't practice, better sit at your home. Don't come to the class, waste. Sleep at your home only. My words may be harsh, but that is fact. Without practice, you cannot achieve anything. Whatever I teach you, on the same day you should practice. No practice, wasting your parents' money and coming to the class and wasting your time only. You won't understand anything. That's what I already said here. Okay? 24/7 you watch cricket matches in the TV, you won't become a cricket player. Remember that. You become a cricket player only when you go to the ground and play. Okay? So listening to the classes and putting your concentration no use until and unless you just practice. If you practice, you will get errors and then only you will understand the subject. Point clear all of you? Okay? Just put in the practice here. How to take the input into the program? I already shown you now. How do you read? Read line. Why you take this much time to answer? Read line. If all you want to read input into the program, what method? Read line. We just use read line for reading input into a program. Okay, fine. There is another way how you can read the values into a program. There is another way how you can read values into a program. Are you clearer or not? What is the other way you can read a value into a program? Okay? The other way how you can read values into a program is, observe it all of you. We written a program called addnums. Here, we just prompted the user entering the two separate values, we given the output. This is what we have learned already. I shown you already 4 or 5 times how to read the values by using the read line method to you. Now the other way how you can write the code, the same program, you can write like this here, addnums. Without again prompting for the user, enter first number, enter second number, you can directly give the numbers like this. You can directly give the numbers like this. We call this mechanism as command line arguments. What is that? Command line arguments. We just call it as command line arguments. So we can follow this process of giving the input to a program. I don't know whether you remember or not, we learned in C language also. Command line arguments. This is another way how input can be given into a program. Are you clear or not? So now you'll have a doubt. Sir, how many values can I give like this? Any number of values. You can give any number of values as input. What type of values can I give, sir? Any type of values. You can give any number of values as input like this. We can give any type of input also like this. Okay, I given a set of numbers, a set of values as input like this. But where these values will be loaded into the program in the first example is to console.readline. String S2 is equals to console. We explicitly read that. Now the doubt arises, sir, where these values will be coming into my program now. You want to read these values now? Yes or not? If you want to read these values, very simple. For your main method, take the string array as a parameter. That is optional for us in the C# language. Do you remember? Mandatory in Java and optional in C#. So main method can take a string array as a parameter. Remember all of you? If I use that, all the values will come into a string array. I did not teach you this till now. The reason is because you don't know what arrays till now. You learned arrays now only. That is why I'm talking about that right now. Okay, watch it all of you. I'm writing a new program here. What is the name, params.cs. Any name here you like. Now, using system, class, params. Look at this. Static, void main. Just a minute. I'm not writing any code in this. Observe it. Nothing is there. Now compile the code. CSC, params.cs. No error, guys. Why? I did no mistake in the code. Compiler won't check you. Whether you have written any print statement, it won't check you. Compiler will check you. Syntactical errors are there. No syntactical errors. Program compile. But when you run this, you won't get any output. Why? You did not write anything in the code now. Yes or not? But what I am trying to tell you, when you run this program, you can pass a set of values as input to the program. See, I'm just going to pass a set of values as an input to my program. How many values I'm passing, see? How many? See what I got? Different types of values. When I hit the enter key, all the values are loaded into the program. Everything is loaded. But unfortunately, the values are loaded but not captured. The values are loaded here but not captured. If you want to capture them, come on. String X. This is how you can capture. This is how you can capture. I can capture this now. Now save it, and now when you run this, when you just run the same code again, now all the 5 values what I passed there, will be loaded into the args is array name here. You can give whatever name, no problem. No need to give args only. You give ARR, BRR, whatever you want to give it, no problem. Okay. Now all the values are loaded into args. Shall I preview? For each string str in args, console dot write line. If the values are loaded, it should print me all the 5 values back again now. Clear? Run the code. Check out. Got it? So is it proven all the 5 values are loaded in the program now? We call this as command line arguments. This is another way how you can pass input into the program. Are you clearer? Yes or not? Okay, but one thing you remember all of you. What you can pass any number of values. You can pass any type of values, but all values will be loaded as strings only. Even readline will load you the value as string only. Correct or not? Even readline will load the value as string only. But readline, 1 by 1 value. Here, multiple values. What is the advantage, See, you don't require to read one value at a time. For example, unknowingly, you'll ask me doubt, sir, where do we use this? Unknowingly, we are using it every day. We are using it every day. Where, sir? CSC. What is CSC? C# compiler. Is this compiler born like you and me? Is the compiler born like you and me? No, compiler is not born. Compiler is also a program. What do you know? csc.exe. What is that? csc.exe. That's a program. When I compile first.cs, what is generated first.exe? Yes or not? How do you run first? Same way, csc.exe is a program. How do you run csc? Got my point? But for this, you're passing a command line parameter now. What is the command line parameter? File name. Understood? There's command line parameter. There's an exe file. csc is an exe. For this, I'm passing a command line parameter. Command line argument. What is that? First.cs. Did you understand or not? From day one, you're using command line arguments. It's not like this. What is the other way they should write this code, When I type csc, it should prompt. What it should prompt? Enter file name to compile. Just like you prompt enter first number. It also has to prompt enter file name to compile. Then you type the file name, it will compile you. Which one is better? You type csc first. It is again prompting enter file name. You type the file name and compiling is better. Or csc file name. Which one is simple and easy? That is command line argument then. Okay now? That's a command line argument now. You're passing the file name as a command line argument and just going to compile and give you the code to you. That's it. Is the point clear, all of you? Yes or not? And so I'll show you an advantage with this. Earlier we written a program called add nums. How many numbers can you add with this? 2 numbers. If I want to add 3 numbers, my requirement is to add 3 numbers. Write another program. Write another program, yeah. 4 numbers, 5 numbers. Write down here, I want to add between 2 to 100. I don't know how many numbers I'll add. Minimum 2, maximum 100. How many programs you require to write now? 99 programs. Minimum 2, maximum 100. Means you require to write? Are you ready? Are you ready now? Write 99 programs for adding 2 numbers, 1 program, 3 numbers, 1 program, 4 numbers, 1 program, like this. 100 numbers, 1 program. Okay? So we'll just become lazy out of this and we'll think what is this, how we are doing now. Yes or not? Tomorrow again if you ask me to add 1 or 1 numbers, you are required to write again another program. Got it? So I will write you a program, see, with a simple code. I will write you a program, very simple code. You can add any number of numbers. Minimum to maximum is your choice. Did you understand me or not? I am writing a single program now. And that program will add you a given set of numbers. How many numbers here? That's your choice. That is your choice. You can give 0 numbers or you can give n numbers also. But if you give it, it will add everything. Shall we try that? Watch. Just like add nums. Now I'm writing add params. Okay? Oh, sorry guys. Notepad. Add params.cs. Very simple code guys. Using system. Class. Add params. Static. Void main. What I'm passing? Sir, you said numbers now, can't we pass a integer array there or a double array? No chance. It takes only string array. Okay, na? What it takes is only string array. You cannot change that to a double array or integer array or something. Only string array will come. No problem. Even though you get a string array also, no problem. Watch it. First I'm declaring double sum is equals to 0. I declared a variable. Double sum is equals to 0. Now I'm using a for each loop. For each string str in args. Now tell me when the loop runs, 1 by 1 value will come now? Yes or not? Now I am writing sum is equals to sum plus array, that is string er, convert into double. You can't do an arithmetic operation on it otherwise. Yes or not? Now suppose guys, the numbers you entered are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. These are the numbers you entered. Okay now? Initially what is the value of sum? 0. 0 plus first value 10. 0 plus 10. 10. Second time. This is 10. STR is 20. 10 plus 20. 30. Now this is 30 plus. Array 30 yaar. STR 30 na. 30 plus 30. Sum is 60. 60 plus 40, 100 plus 150. Means once the loop execution is completed, sum contains the sum of all the 5 numbers or not? Yes or not? Sum contains the sum of all the 5 numbers. And once the loop execution is completed, simply I am writing console dot write line. Sum of given numbers is. Did you understand? What it means here? Sum of given 5 numbers or 6 numbers or whatever it will tell you is what is the sum it will print you. Okay, run the code and see the output. CSC add params.cs. Now look all of you. Add params. The choice is yours. How many numbers you want to add? 10, 20, 30.45. Okay, 43.12, 60. Got it? Sum total it if you want. That is 163.57. Okay now. So how many numbers can I add? 5. N numbers. So which one is better? Prompting for each number and taking the input and writing the code is better, or using the command line arguments is better? Command line arguments is simple and easy. Prompting for each number, that's lengthy. So which one is the better option? Command line arguments is the best option. Just go for using the command line arguments and write up the code. It will do your job for you. Understood? Okay, the reason for not explaining you, I said you in the first. What is that? We don't know arrays first. That's why I did not talk about that. Now you understood the complete syntax of main method. Static, void, main, string args. Their string args is optional. That only I said you guys. I will teach you about every optional parameter. But I cannot teach you on the day one. I can teach you only when the situation comes to you. I did not talk about modifiers till now. For a class we can use modifiers. We did not talk about them. Why we did not talk? Because situation did not come for us. But everything we will discuss going forward. Clear? Okay? Yeah. Okay, I said till now we have just seen how to write programs. You understood the syntaxes? Understood compilation? Execution? Manually I shown you all the two things, all these things to you. How to write a program, syntactical mistakes, where we generally make. Okay, if you are writing it, compiler will show you on screen where is the mistake and all. So we are fixing it. It's a very good sign, like number of people posting their questions and number of people answering this particular thing. It's a good sign what I noticed in the WhatsApp group. Okay, continue that. Continue the appropriate process. And some people are leaving the group. Some people are leaving the group. Okay, if you leave the group, you are only the loser. That's up to your choice. Because if you leave your group, suddenly if I posted a message, say Friday I would not attend the class, I posted a message in the group, so I cannot attend for the class. So that will be an information for you. If you leave the group, that is your problem. No one can help you. Okay, any urgent information, not only that, even sometimes we post information about openings also. Okay, so just turned on disappearing messages already there. Okay, that won't be an overload. So be in the group, stay in the group, you will understand the subject. Okay, you see, you just don't try to be away from everything, you will never understand the subject. Are you clear? Okay, so just to don't be an introvert here. Okay, if you be an introvert, only you should not participate in any other groups, you will not learn. You need to. Group participation is very, very important. Tomorrow you go to a company, you cannot sit alone and you cannot work. Group team playing is very, very important. Okay, so just, if you leave it, I can't help you. The group link I already posted in the Google Classroom, because I could not see the same number of people what I see in the classroom, I could not see there. Nearly in the classroom, 160, 170 people are attending, but in the group there are not that many people. Some people joined and left the group. You will be user. Suddenly if I post any Recruitment option also, you will not get that information. About new batches also, you will not get that information. Any messages also, you will not get that information. That's why I ask you to stay in the group and share your knowledge. Okay? Fine. And SQL batch, you'll get information here. Last Saturday only, we had a big discussion with the management about that. So today we are going to get a confirmation. Today, tomorrow we'll get a confirmation. Because Saturday only we have a big discussion with the management about this, starting for a new SQL batch. Okay. So, fine. So till now, you written code in Notepad. But going forward in the industry, which class? What is the time now here? The class is about to complete in 20 minutes and you came now. Be regular and on time in the class. Don't sit. Okay. So, we written the code in Notepad here. But tomorrow, really, in the real time, we don't write code in Notepad. We don't write code in Notepad. Where do you write the code? To write the code, Microsoft has given a beautiful IDE called as Visual Studio. That is the place where you write the code. Okay. Now let us see how to write code in Visual Studio. How to write the code in the Visual Studio, let us see the process. All of you have a look. What is that? Q&A class. What is it, Q&A class? Who said that every Saturday evening? No, I don't have anything. No, guys, not like question and answers. I saw someone like posting up some, he was giving answers to that thing, that's all. He was trying to share his knowledge, that's it. That's not a question and answer. So he was trying to answer. If anyone has a doubt, you post it. I will just tell you the answer you're telling. And I read that he was also a faculty, but not a computer faculty. He just was in a biotech faculty or something, just trying to improvise his knowledge. You posting a question, so he was doing some R&D on that and he's giving you answers to the appropriate question. Okay, he was trying to improve his knowledge. That's a very good sign. You too can do it. That's not a problem. Yeah, trying to help others. That's not a bad thing. It's not. I did not post that. Okay, so but you were just trying to do. Okay, let him do. What? That's a good sign. My schedule is very busy here. As I said to you, my schedule is very busy. Until 1 o'clock I take classes here. Again from 2 to 11 I work in a company. 2 to 11 I work for a company. My schedule is very busy. I'll be free only after Saturday evening and Sunday, that's all. Okay, in meanwhile also, when I see any questions or any doubts or anything, sometimes I respond. But most of the times, I see people, other students only responding and resolving the problems. I'm just checking the group continuously. Who are leading the group and everything I monitor. I just monitor everything. Okay? If you are not able to answer the questions, if you did not get the correct answer, if anyone did not give a correct answer, I'll help you. I will answer the question in that. Okay? So continue the process. Anyone also, I just say, that's a good thing what he was doing. If anyone else can do that, someone posted a question, try to do some R&D, and if you get an answer, just post it in the group. So helpful for you when you're going forward, when you go to interviews, and it will be helping for you, for other people also. Okay? Yeah. What I'm telling you about Visual Studio. Yeah. How to write code in Visual Studio. How to write code in the Visual Studio. Just watch, guys. So let me open the Visual Studio. How do you open? Same. How did you open the command prompt in the search window? You just searched for developer command prompt, right? Yes or not? Same way in the search for Visual Studio now. Visual Studio. First time when you're opening, try to just right click on this, go to open file location. It will take you to the file location. Now right click on this and simply say send to, create a shortcut on the desktop here. Next time onwards you don't require to search. Already, I said you I have 2 versions on my system. Both are there, see? I have 2 versions. Let it, you too can have any number of versions. But I have created a shortcut on my desktop already. So directly I can click and open the studio. Okay? Guys, in the notes, I given you this with screenshots. With the screenshots, how to work with the Visual Studio I given you. Yeah, today whatever I explained you about implicitly typed arrays. Second thing, command line arguments. Okay, so how you can execute your program, everything I just given you there. After compilation, how to execute your program. These are the different inputs what I given to execute my code. Okay, now just look at this. Yeah, working with Visual Studio. Working with Visual Studio. So this is what we are going to understand here. How to write your code in the Visual Studio. Working with Visual Studio. And see, to work with Visual Studio, first open the Visual Studio. When you open the Visual Studio first time, there is a first screen that opens to you. There is a first screen that opens to you. This is how you get the screen. Okay, I'll show you. Yeah, there is the first screen. What the difference is, in the left-hand side, guys, you will be viewing recently worked projects. Okay? But you will not get anything because you are doing it for the first time. You are doing it for the first time, this left-hand side will be blank. But right-hand side you will get options there. What options? Clone a repository, open a project, open a local folder, create a new project. Actually what this is, applications that are developed under Visual Studio are known as projects. Applications that are developed under Visual Studio are known as projects. We call them as projects actually. And remember, every project is a collection of, it's a collection of items in it. What is that? Nothing but classes or types. Collection of types. In the project you can define classes, interfaces, structures, enums. You can put all these things under one project actually. So tomorrow when you go to the real-time environment, for every application will open one project. Will open a project basically. So that's what. So that's the first time it is asking you what you wanted to do. You want to clone a repository, that's the second bit. You want to open an existing project or you want to create a new project. Second and fourth options. Create a new project because we don't have any projects. So what I'm telling is tomorrow if you open new projects, second time the projects will come in the left hand side for you. These are all the projects what I created in my different batches. So this is a project what I created in my morning MVC 7 batch. This is a webbox batch, ASP batch like this. Different things I'll create different folders like this. Point clear? Okay. So same of this. Now I'm going to create a new project. Just click on the new project. When you click on the new project, it opens a window called Create New Project. This is the window that launches to you. Create New Project. Okay? And when you get the Create New Project, now also the left-hand side will be empty. For you, now also the left-hand side will be empty. Now in the right-hand side, look at the right-hand side. It will ask you some few options to you. What are the few options? First thing, all languages. You have a drop-down list, all languages. Choose your language. What's language? Second, all platforms. Choose your platform. Windows. All project types. Choose your project. What type of project you wanted to develop. And I already said you in the day one to you, .NET can be used for developing any kind of application. Web application, gaming application, machine learning, IoT, whatever it is, you can develop everything. But now what we are developing is console. Select this option. When you select them based on your selections, below projects will be filtered. By default, it will show you various project templates here, but when you make your selections, filtering will be done. It will be filters. Clear all? You see, more project templates came, and when I just go for selecting C#, when I go for selecting Windows, when I go for selecting console, automatically filters are done. Are you clear? Finally, you have only 3 different project templates that are coming here. What is the first one? Console application. A project for creating a command line application that can run on .NET on Windows, Linux and Mac. It can run on Windows, Linux and Mac. Miss, what is that you know? That is core. That is core, guys. Second option. Very clearly telling you what is that? Framework. Framework runs only on Windows. Do you remember? Clearly showing you a project for creating a command line application. But this runs on Windows only. But the first one runs on Windows, Linux and Mac also. Means that is core. The core is which now we call as .NET 6. The core is now what we are calling as .NET 6. Earlier .NET 5. Core stopped at where? 3.1. Afterwards core was removed and from now onwards we were calling what? .NET 5 and .NET 6. Any doubts on this? Just watch my initial videos what I provided to you. I explained all these things in the introduction classes to all of you. Okay? Just choose this. What is it? Console application. See, you selected one console application. Tomorrow you select some other project, What happens, you know? Whatever projects you frequently work, that projects will come in the right left hand side now. These are the projects where you frequently work. See there? First one. ASP.NET Web application, Windows Forms application, console application, class library, console application, .NET Framework, class library, Visual Basic, class library, console application, Visual Basic. Did you see? They're all C# projects. My frequently used projects will come in the list now. Okay? Okay? So now click on the next button. Now it will ask you, what's it? Name of the project. Name of the project. You give any name to your project, guys. What name? I'm giving the name as first project. Any name, no issue. And I'm telling you, no spaces and no special characters. No spaces, no special characters. Make it alphanumeric, that's all. Okay? Next. Location. What's the location? C#? A drive only now? C#9. A drive C#9. Below that you will find something called solution name. Ignore it, I'll explain you later. Ignore it, I will explain you later. Okay now? So what will it specify? Project name, location. Only these two. And then click on the next button. When you click on the next button, it will open you another window asking you to choose which runtime do you want to use. Which runtime do you want to use? Watch it. All the core runtimes will come there. 2.1, 2.2, 3.0, out of support. When you're installing also, I said you leave all the out of support options here. I said you remember that? 3.1, long-term support. 5.2, current. .NET 6, long-term support. Use the latest one. Use the latest. That is .NET 6. And remember guys, if you work .NET 6 only, C#10 features will be applicable for you. If you select the .NET 5 again, that is C#9 version. If you want to work with the latest version of the C#, what is the latest version? C#10. Then you record use .NET 6. Okay now? And click. Click on create button. There is a create button. Create, it will create you a project. It will create you a project. Guys, I've given you everything with screenshots on your notes, on your document file. This is the first screen. Okay, from where you go for selecting. This is the second screen where it will show you all languages, all platforms or all project types. And from there where what you're selecting? C#, Windows, console. You'll be getting select what? Console application. Be careful. Don't select the .NET framework. You have two options. Console application, console app, .NET framework. Don't select the console app, .NET framework. What do you select? Console application. Okay. Now in the next page, enter your project name and also location. Project name and location. Next screen. Choose your version. What you are choosing? .NET 6. You are choosing .NET 6 and you click on the create button. Are you clear? Now see, when the project is created, guys, when the project is created, by default, it comes with one file. What is the file? Program.cs. Program.cs means you can define a class called program now. You can define a class called program. A program is a class what you can define. Are you clearer or not? Okay, and just watch it. This is program.cs. And here you have a statement. What is the statement? Console.writeline hello world. What is this, sir? There is no class at all. There is no main method. Nothing is there. Only console.writeline. But what we learned in the notepad? You need to define a class. Yes or not? You need to define a class. You need to define a main method. Before that, you are required to import a namespace. Are you clearer, everyone? Okay, just a minute. Make it clear. One more time, let me open the Visual Studio. Creating a new project. Again, console application. For only console application. Giving the name as second project. Giving the name as second project. Same folder. Okay. Click on the next button. And now I'll select the location 5.2. I'll select that. What is that? 5.2. Create. Project is created. What's the difference? Now also you have program.cs. Now also you have program.cs. Same here. Now also from .NET C#1. From .NET 1.2 onwards, we have program.cs only as a class. Okay, but what is the difference? Notice. It's writing using system, just like us. Yes or not? Class program, static void main, string X, console.writeline. What are new things you notice here? Tell me. Come from the top. Namespace. The new thing what you notice here is namespace. Do you remember? I already explained you. Namespace is a logical container of types. And I said you, all predefined types are defined after some namespace. We can also do that. I'll show you in Visual Studio. What I promised you, I'll show you in Visual Studio. Remember guys, from today onwards, you will be working with namespace. And that namespace name will be your project name only. But did you understand what happened? Microsoft created a project with the name called System. Microsoft created one project, guys. What is the project name? System. So what is the namespace name? System only. What is your project name? Second project. What is the namespace name? Same way, the project name is System. Namespace name is also System. Under that, they defined all the classes now. What classes? Console class, array class, convert class, string class, object class, plus the 15 structures. What? In 32. Show you now. All of them are defined under the project with the name called System. So the namespace is also System. So like this, we have a namespace now. In this project, can I have only one class? Can I define n number of classes? All classes will be under the namespace called as System. Understand one thing, Just to think it like this. What, A project is like a family. A project is like a family. All the classes, structures, interface are the members of the family now. Understood me? And all members of the family will have a surname. And your surname is your family name only here. Don't forget that. Correct or not? Okay, Ambani's. That is a family name now. And that is a surname now. Anil Ambani, Mukesh Ambani. Yes or not? Bachchans. Amitabh Bachchan, Jaya Bachchan, Abhishek Bachchan, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Everyone is going to have the common. So the family name is Bachchans. Ambani's, Tatas, Birlas. Are you clear? So same way, my project is my family now. Are you clear? And all the classes are members of the family. And all members of the family will have a surname. And your surname is not physical, correct? Your surname is all your logical grouping. Logical grouping for all of you. Exactly. Here what we have is namespace. So consider the project as a family. All the classes and structures are members of the family. And namespace is the surname. Clear or not? When you go out of your house, you are called with your surname or not? Yes or not? Tomorrow, if I want to consume this class out of my project, how to refer this, second project dot program. Point clear? If I want to consume this out of the project, how to consume? Second project dot program. Okay, I'm not going to show it right now. I will show you how to consume from one project to other project going forward. I given only an idea for you, that's all. I'm not showing it right now. Okay, you notice how the code was in 5.0, in 5.0 and how the code was in 6.0. 5.0 uses which version of C Sharp? C Sharp 9. And this is C Sharp. In C Sharp 10, they added a new feature. What is that, No need to define a class. No need to write the main method. If you write like this, the code will execute. That is a specialty. The class and main method are auto-generated. The class and main method are auto-generated. They are auto-generated. Okay? Like this, in project, one class only can be like this, not all classes. Only one class only, that flexibility was given. That's a new feature added in C Sharp 10.0. Are you clear? Yes or not? The code runs, guys. How to run the code, Just a minute. First, I'm running you this code. I'm running this code. How to run the code? Very simple. Use Control F5. Use Control F5. Okay, I'm running 5.2 project, guys. .NET 5 project. Okay, how to run? Control F5. Saves, compiles, executes. All in a single shot. Saving, compiling, executing. Opens the command window. Shows you the output. Got it? Yes or not? Now come to 6.0. Now come to the latest version, 6.0. Same. Control F5. I'll show you it. Got the same output or not? So this is a new feature in C Sharp 10.0. What is that? No need to write a class. No need to write a class there. No need to write the main method. You can straight away write it like this. Mainly, only one class is allowed in the project. Only, and that will be the startup class. What class it is? Startup class. What is startup class? That means the project execution will start from that class. The project execution will start from that particular class. That is called as a startup class. Only one class only. But if you're still confused with this particular thing, you can turn the code, you can change the code to be clear like this. Understood or not? To be clear, you can turn the code like this. Okay, now? You can change the code. Okay, this is 5.0, 6.0. This is 5.0. So here, if I try to do all those things, I will get error. See, I'm commenting this, and I am commenting this. Everything I commented. And see, your console.writeline is giving error. No need to compile the code in Visual Studio, Before compilation only, it will tell you all the errors. The red line is an error. Watch there. The red line is an error. The code won't execute. If I try to run this, there are errors in the code. The name console does not exist. It's giving an error. But I am able to do that in the latest version. I'm able to do that in the latest version. So here class is compulsory. Okay, let me write all these things back again. Okay, undo. You're importing it, see? You're importing. I'm commenting this import statement. I'm commenting the import statement. Code won't execute. We already know that. Without importing, you can't write the code. I shown you. Importing is compulsory, right? If you don't import, what you should write? Now it executes. Now the code gets executed. System.console.writeline. Okay, now the code is going to execute for you and give you the output. Okay, you can just observe. Okay, or otherwise you should import. Yeah. But another feature in C# 10.2, what you know? Observe. There is no using statement there. There is no using statement. Actually, they should do this long back only, as they done it very late. They should do this long back, they done it very late. What is it, you know? Global imports are introduced. What are global imports? Tomorrow, what is the drawback with the using statement, you know? In my project, if I have 100 classes, in all the 100 classes, I require to say using and import the namespaces. In all the 100 classes, I should do that. Didn't you do in all the classes you have written in the notepad till now? Yes or not? How many times you will do here? So without that, they introduced a concept called global imports. What is global imports? In one file, prefix the keyword global and import the namespace, and it applies to the whole project. No need to write again and again. In one file, what do you do? Prefix the keyword global, and it applies to the whole project. The whole project will apply this basically. See, what to do is, it doesn't work in 9.0, but how to do that? Global, you just say global. 9.0 what work, error coming. Why? That's a feature of 10.0. Okay, just if I use global, okay, what happens, you know? Using global. No, global or something, okay, in 10.0. Global keyword should be used there, and that is a global import, and you can use in the whole project. So no need to write multiple import styles. Tomorrow 100 classes are there, 100 times I don't require to write now. How many times? That's what I'm saying. They should do this long back only. They've done it very late. 10 times after they've done that. They should give an option. Otherwise every day, let's pick a day here. How many classes I should write? Every class I should write. Using like this. Okay? To decrease that burden, they introduce the concept of the global imports in C#. So two new features I shown you in the 10.2. Are you clear? What are the two? One is top level element. What is the top level element? No need to write a class or no need to write the main method. Simply write up a class. Simply write up console.writeline. Okay, that will work. Second one, global imports. The second option is going to be a global imports. See, this is the syntax. Global using namespace. Are you getting me or not? Okay, so right now by default, listen all of you, by default, in 10.0, there is a global import already available. That is why system is not there. That is why using system is not there, because already there is a global import. 5 namespaces are imported to you globally. 5 namespaces are imported to you globally, and these are, sorry, not 5. 7 guys. These are the 7 namespaces which are globally imported. You don't require to use them again and again in your code. Means you can directly consume the types of that namespace in your projects. No need to write again using and system or using something. That will do the job. Where is it present and all the things I'll show you in the next class. Meanwhile, what you do is try to open a project in 10.2 and try to open a project in 9.0. Just put them side by side and try to compare. How to execute the code? Control F5. Okay, try executing the code, comment using system. What I shown you, try them. Just do some R&D on that. Clearer? Okay, next class I'll tell you about where this global imports there and all the things I'll show you in the 10.2 projects. Okay, let's stop here. We'll meet tomorrow. Array, all versions are best only yaar. Now again, don't do comparisons. New versions means new features, that's all.